Okay, for question 17, for the function f of x equals x to the power of 4 minus 3x to the power of 3 plus x squared plus 2x plus 696, use long division to determine whether x plus 6 is a factor of f of x. So to determine whether x plus 6 is a factor of f of x, we need to check the remainder. If the remainder is 0, then x plus 6 is a factor. So recall if x plus 6 is a factor of the function f of x, then the remainder of f of x divided by this factor is going to be what? To be 0. So if this is factor, when you divide them, if you get a remainder 0, then this is factor. Otherwise, it's not going to be a factor. So we have to perform the long division. So let's do the long division. So we got x to the power of 4 minus 3x cubed plus x squared plus 2x plus 696 divided by, it's good to use divided by x plus 6. Okay. So what is the first step of performing the long division? The first step is going to be where we are going to do kind of cycles, okay? Each cycle contains the same steps. It's a process of steps, 4 steps. We are going to divide first. We're going to divide. To divide what? We're going to make sure that the dividend, this is the dividend. This is the dividend. The dividend is written in order. It's in order in terms of the degrees of the x's. Like the first one is x to the power of 4, second one is x to the power of 3, then x to the second degree, then x to the first degree, then the constant. So the division starts by take the first term, which is, the leading term, and divide the leading term of the dividend over the leading term of the divisor. This is the divisor. Just on the side, I'm going to take the leading term of the dividend, which is x to the power of 4, divided by the leading term of the divisor. So we are going to get x to the power of 3. When you perform the division, when you divide the leading term of the dividend over the leading term of the divisor, you get an answer, okay? This answer, you need to place it on the quotient. So we got x to the power of 3, so I'm going to place it on the quotient. Here is the quotient, okay? The quotient is going to be here. So this is x to the power of 3. So step number 1, we divided, okay? So we did the division first. Step number 2, we are going to multiply. I'm going to multiply what I got already by the divisor. X to the power of 3, I'm going to multiply it by 6, by x, then I'm going to multiply it by 6. So x cubed times x, it's going to be x to the power of 4. X cubed times positive 6 is going to be positive 6x to the power of 3. So what did I do first? Step number 1, we divided. Leading term over the leading term, we got this. Step number 2, then we place x cubed where? On the quotient. On the quotient. Three, we multiplied. Multiply what? X to the power of 3 by the divisor. Then you got an answer. Where to write the answer? Underneath, write or place the answer. Place the answer underneath the dividend. Step 5, we are going to subtract. Okay, the dividend, subtract number 4, which is what you got from number 4, from the dividend. So I'm going to subtract now. Subtract. This is big minus, okay? So x to the power of 4 minus x to the power of 4 is 0. Negative 3x cubed minus 6x cubed is negative 9x cubed. Because remember, it's a minus here, right? Negative 3x cubed minus 6x cubed is negative 9x cubed. Step number whatever 6, we bring down the rest of the terms. So bring down others. So after that, Step 6, bring down other terms. Number 7, repeat steps 1 to 6 again. So now we are going to repeat. So this is my brand new dividend. Okay, this is my brand new guy. Okay, now the zero is gone. So we do the same thing. So you have to divide. Divide what? The leading term over the leading term. Okay? So I'm going now to divide the leading term. What is the leading term? Is negative 9x cubed by x. Divide these guys. What do you get? Negative 9x cubed over x. You're going to get negative 9x squared. Then we place the answer in the quotient. So we place it here. Then we multiply. Okay, we multiply again. We multiply this term, the new one. It's just we ignore everything else. We ignore the first one, x cubed. Now we are dealing with the negative 9x squared. Okay, so we multiply this by x. We multiply it by 6. So when you multiply it by x, what do you get? You get negative 9x cubed. Then negative 9 times 6 is negative 54x squared. Correct? Then we're going to subtract. Big minus here. Subtract. Negative 9x cubed minus 9x cubed is 0. This is the whole idea. 0. Then x squared minus negative 54x squared is going to be positive 55x squared. Then I'm going to bring down all of these guys. Correct? Start over. This is my new dividend. I'm going to start over again. So divide 55x squared divided by x is positive 55x. When you divide, you finish, then you multiply. Now multiply this guy. Now we ignore this guy. We're done from this. So this one times x times 6. 55x times x is 55x squared. And here, 55 times 6, you're going to get the answer. So this is 330x. After that, we are going to subtract. We are just repeating our steps. Big minus here. So 55x squared minus 55x squared is 0. And 2 minus 330x, 2x minus 330x is negative 328x. Then we are going to bring down the last term, which is positive here, 696. Correct? we repeat again. So we have another what? Another dividend. So we divide. So negative 328 x divided by x is negative 328. Then you multiply negative 328 times x, negative 328x, negative 328 times 6. It's 1009. It's 1000. It's positive or negative 1968. Then big minus here. So negative 328 minus negative 328 is 0. Then the other one we are going to get like positive number, like this is going to be 2000, positive 2000. Okay, do we need to keep going on until we get to what? We get to what? In all the problems, you keep going on until you reach to a point where the remainder, where the new dividend, let's say, this guy, you got this guy, right? We got this guy, the new dividend. Let's check the first one, the new dividend. What is the degree of this first new dividend? It's a 3. What is the degree of the divisor? It's 1. Ask yourself, is it higher than the divisor? Yes. Keep going on. Then we get to the new dividend here in yellow. What is the degree of this dividend? It's 2. What is the degree of the divisor? It's 1. Is the new dividend still higher than the degree of the divisor? Yes. Keep going. What is the new dividend here? The degree of the new dividend is 1. What is the degree of the divisor? Is 1. Is it higher or equal to 1? Is it higher or equal to the divisor? Yes, they are equal. Then you continue. Then you come to the last one here, the new dividend. So what is the degree of this dividend? Is 0. Is it higher than or equal to the degree of the divisor? No, it's less than. As long as the new dividend has a degree of greater than or equal to the degree of the divisor, then you keep continuing. Okay, you stop when you get the new dividend has a degree that less than the divisor. Okay, then you stop. So this is your remainder at the end. So this is my remainder. Not remainder, remainder. This is my remainder. So this is my remainder at the end. So the remainder is not 0. It's 2600 whatever. So what do we conclude? X plus 6, is it a factor? The answer is no, is not a factor. So the answer is no. The answer here is what? No. There is no should be here.